I'll tell you what I'll do, just quickly, before we take calls, I'll write down a price, you write down a price. In today's world,
well,
in today's world, what will he go for?
Well, the fact that he has now said he wants to leave and is going to hand in a transfer request.
I've written it down.
It kind of... What's he worth?
No, what will he go for? What will he go for?
I'm going to go 80 million.
85 million.
Yeah.
So there or thereabouts.
I don't think it'll reach 100. It might... somewhere between 80 and 100.
Okay, two reasons for that. One, the current climate we're living in. And two, if Haaland's going to go for 130, 140 and he's got 7 years on him. That's my thinking. What's yours? 08717 223344. Gary's a Liverpool fan. He's phoned up first. Hello, Gaz.
Hiya, boys. You okay?
All right, Gaz.
How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. A couple of things, really. I think you're right. It's not going to hit the 100 million point with Kane. But I think personally, because I'll come on to talk about Alisson, but I'm going to talk about Kane. I think Man U would be a better fit for Kane, in all fairness, because Man U needs a talisman. You'll get the service with Manchester United. With Man City, for me, the way Pep is sort of monopolising football, if you want a better phrase, everyone can play every position. Everyone is good at everything. Whereas Kane is used to being the number one. So receiving the ball when he's expecting it and get the ball when he's expecting it because he's the man up there. If you look at City, everyone can do everything. Is he going to get that service because the person on the ball is better? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
He'll score goals wherever he goes, honestly.
Agreed. Jason agrees 100%. But what I wanted to talk about Alisson, I said, in a weird way, it was something that's totally off the cuff. I think that is a massive thing for Liverpool because I think it showed the passion. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it shows the passion and the togetherness. And you see them all smiling. They were all miserable before that. I've never seen Salah with a smile on his face like that ever.
I think any team where a goalkeeper scores in the dire moments, they're all going to be happy, aren't they, Gary?
100%.
It was get out of jail, wasn't it? That's what that was. It was out of jail.
100%. Yeah, that's it. What I will say though, listen, when we won the league, we played Norwich, I think, away, and we should have been 3 or 4-0 down at half time. We won 4-1. I think it was an own goal.
Suarez scored a hat trick.
But what my point is that you do need a bit of luck and you make it all look. But when people are saying things like, oh, look, you make it all look. Eric Cantona must have scored at least 6 goals in the night.
When your keeper scores a last-minute header, that is proper. Credit, because you've got to. It's the last throw of the dice, and you are desperate because it would have been. It wouldn't have been in their hands. And now it's in their hands. Yeah. Well, to a degree.
They're a point behind you, but you played, obviously, Leicester.
Yeah.
They would have been...
It might go a goal difference, There's also that chance.
And that's incredibly tight as well.
Yeah, it's so tight.
Do you know how tight that goal difference is?
1 goal?
Leicester 21, you 22, them 21.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think Liverpool will get there.
Would you take a draw now, tonight? Tomorrow night?
No, a draw's no good. A draw, we miss out.
I don't know. I mean,
we do. We miss out, mate.
Oh, you think that's it, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think Liverpool win both the games?
They've got Burnley and Palace.
Yeah. But you just never know, do you? You never know.
I think I do.
Mate, West Brom went 2-1 up yesterday for 5 minutes or 5 seconds.
I just don't. Look, they weren't brilliant, Liverpool. They've lost. They've definitely not got the cutting edge they had at the early part of the season, certainly last. But it feels like they're slowly getting their mojo back, That's a huge shot in the arm, that. Because Chelsea and Leicester have been watching that thinking, we've got to go to war now. A draw, possibly, I think a draw would have been okay tomorrow night. Chelsea and Leicester could have seen a draw, and I think it might. But anyway, look.
Just quickly, a text has come in here saying, I noticed at the beginning of the show, Andy, when you played the Chelsea music, there was no laughter track. Well, that's because there was a problem with the. But I'm glad to report the problem has been fixed. So listen, we won't overplay it, but every time we talk about Chelsea. I think I should specify which Chelsea. So Chelsea women, of course, lost the Champions League. And, of course, Chelsea men lost the FA Cup final. So when I'm saying Chelsea, I'm talking about Chelsea, the club. Let's speak to Paul. He's a Man United fan. He's delighted Leicester won. Right, hello, Paul. How are you?
How you doing, Jason, Andy?
How are you?
Grand. Just a point on the games over the weekend. I just want to hear your view on the VAR. What's it really going to take for the VAR to be scrapped? Is it going to take a last minute of a World Cup or a European Championship? I just want you to focus on that point. But Andy, I wanted your view on the Man City team the weekend. Trevor Sinclair saying that Manchester United should get deducted 6 points. Scott Carson made his debut the weekend, and Mr. Sinclair is obviously gone into hiding. Now, it's great that Simon Jordan has done that morning show to balance things out, but I thought it was dreadful comment by Trevor when you see the Manchester City
Paul,
team.
don't bite. Paul, don't bite. He's just looking for a reaction. You've given him that reaction. He didn't mean it.
He did mean it.
He didn't mean it. It's one of the most stupid things I've ever heard, Paul.
He did mean it. He did mean it.
I just think it's just double standard. But you're right, Andy. We need to rise above that. But just a big question. Do you think Frank Lampard has a chance to get his job back if let's say, Chelsea get beaten in the Champions League, don't finish top 4 and lose the FA Cup?
Do you think he'll
With who?
Frank Lampard to get his job back.
What, at Chelsea?
Yeah, if they lose the Champions League, FA Cup.
Why have you come up with that, Paul?
It's just that the things. 1 minute we got the best manager at Chelsea, then all of a sudden, if you have a dreadful finish to the season, and be honest with you, it's credit to Jason Cundy. Jason all year has been praising Leicester, and he it's like most of the country has a bit of a fondness for Leicester because obviously what happened to the owner and tragic situation, win the league, and the way they won the FA Cup. I felt sorry for Chelsea, believe it or not, the weekend. I didn't think the best team won. But my main question to you is, what is it really going to take for VAR to be scrapped? Is it going to take a last-minute goal of a World Cup?
No, it's not going to be scrapped. It's not for the foreseeable future.
Worked, didn't it?
Yeah, but I think it needs tweaking, doesn't it? There's things that you look at that needs to. He's offside. I'm not arguing that.
Do you know what? On a normal day without VAR, the goal would have been given.
I don't know whether the line might. I don't know. You never know now, do you?
No, you don't know. But it was so tight.
Yeah,
you don't know. But with VAR, we do know.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know. Look, I've got no complaints. You're not going to get an argument from me.
Stephen Clobby's called you, isn't it?
Of course, he's phoned up.
Stephen Clobby's.
To be fair, Clobby, he was phoning up when they were losing lots of games as well.
Yeah, he was. We'll talk to Clobby. We'll talk to more of you. Of course, pick up the phone. We are live on YouTube. Get involved. 08717 22 344. You listen to me, Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy on the SportsBar on talkSPORT. Look, you've done it again. Look, they can see what I've got to put up with. How unprofessional is that? Look, why are you taking them off?
I can still speak to you. Look, I don't need these on.
All right, but look.
I don't need these on.
But look. You can't.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't.
Again.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. You got a massive head.
Yeah, you got a massive nose.
Yeah, you got a big head.
Yeah, you got big ears.
You can hear me, yeah. Oh, wait, 23344. Give us a call. He's got a massive head.
Idiot.
Yeah, idiot.